So I'm here with a Fat Dog, a rising band known for the genre blending style and raw energy on stage. Hi, Fat Dog.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Amplified it.
Thanks for being here to explore with us your background, musical style, and artistic philosophy. So, how did the Fat Dog come together as band? Could you share the origin story with us?
Yeah, so it really started in 2020 or 2021. Joe was making tunes. This is Joe. He was making tunes on his own in his bedroom on his laptop, just trying to make some kind of like dance beats, basically. And I think, you know, they were very good, but then after a while you get lonely and then you want to thicken the mix up a bit with a few more instruments. So he started kind of inviting other musicians to try and do stuff with him. And then, you know, you go through a few lineup changes. And that brings us to here, right now.
Present day
in Orléans.
For the Hop 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 Festival.
For the Hop Hop Festival.
Hop pop off. I got it wrong.
And your name Fat Dog is unique and grabs attention. So what's the story behind the name, and does it have any deeper significance for the band?
Well, yeah, I think there's a deeper significance. Like, I mean, a fat dog is something, you know, you can look at them and laugh. But then at the very same time, there is a kind of sadness about looking into a fat dog's eyes. And I think that's kind of what we're trying to get across. Just fat and sad.
That's it.
But also funny.
Your music blends genres like punk, electronic, and experimental rock. How would you describe Fat Dog's sound to someone who hasn't heard you before?
Techno rock.
Techno rock?
Yeah, I'd go with that as well. Techno rock. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to add to that. I think that about sums it up. Spent about 4 years trying to sum up what it sounds like, and
that's it.
Only took 2 words.
And what are some of the key musical influences that shaped your sound, both from past and present?
I like what am I listening to? I like Little Big. That's I stole a lot of stuff from them. Mason Snakeheads.
You like Ennio Morricone. I like the OCs. They're pretty good. Cramps. Yeah, that's about it. I like other bits, but nothing else.
Yeah,
just those bands.
Just that. How do you approach the blending of different styles in your music? Is it a conscious decision to experiment with different genres, or does it happen organically?
I think it happens organically. I think, like, you know, when you're making a song, you're very much in the zone of making a song, and I don't think you'll intentionally go. Like, I think it's weird if you intentionally go into something going, I'm going to make it sound like this. I think it's more that you're influenced by the songs that you're listening to, or the different things that you're listening to at the time that you're making a song. And so I would say that it's definitely, it wasn't necessarily like a let's be experimental or goofy. It was more just make some songs, and those are influenced by our tastes.
And about your live performances, they have been described as wild and unpredictable. How do you prepare for live shows, and how important is the live experience for Fat Dog's overall identity?
Probably get a nice meal.
Yeah. We eat a little bit more.
Yeah, eat quite a bit of food.
Pizza.
Maybe we normally like something a bit classier than a pizza, like
something with vegetables in it's nice.
Like a soup,
yeah,
like a Chinese soup. It's pretty good.
You're cold, aren't you?
And then in terms of live, like how important it is, yeah, I think it's very important. I think, you know, it's really good that the album's out, but then a lot of what makes it really fun is when you have a good gig. You know, that's a really nice feeling, and when you can get the kind of like immediate gratification of an audience who enjoy it, that's really nice.
And how does playing live influence the way you approach your recorded material? And do you adopt or rework song based on audience reactions?
I think you just want to keep the energy from live and put that, or at least for this record and what the songs we're doing now, it's because they've kind of made it in the live world. So just if that was going all right, just kind of translate that into recording.
Yeah, and also I think it's important to remember that like you can, a song doesn't have to be finished for you to play it live. And I think that like we've definitely realised that we've definitely reworked songs that we've played live many times. You know, everything can change. It doesn't need to be so fixed. And that's the weird thing about having an album out, is that then everything seems to become a reference point from that album towards the live show. Whereas, you know, the live show can be a different thing.
And how do you feel your music has evolved since you first started Fat Dog, and where do you see it heading in the future?
I think in the future, well, it's changed. I think
in the future we'll have flying cars.
Yeah, flying cars, and Fat Dog are going to be making Irish folk music.
Irish folk music with gabba beats.
Yeah. And no, I don't really know. I think you kind of just listen to that one album sometimes and be like, oh, damn, I just want to make something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But how's it? I mean, it's developed a bit. It's just, I mean, it used to be just Joe and maybe one other person on stage, and now it's like a 5-piece. So in that sense, a lot's changed.
Which is nice to not feel lonely.
Nice to not be lonely.
So thank you very much for coming
Thank you so
here.
much.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
And have a good meal.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.
Thank you.
See you.